What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
My name is Jeff.
And a bit later than I wanted to, but we're going to react, a bit like last year, we're going to react to Sony's 2024 games trailer. See my reaction, see what we're excited about, have a little chat about the games. Let's do this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's probably going to be a bit all over the place because it comes at you so quick, but we'll try our very best and we can talk about them at the end. Yeah, this one I'm a little bit excited, as you can imagine. Helldivers 2 looking pretty good. I don't know a great deal about it, but it does look pretty cool. Tekken 8, I'm rubbish at beat 'em ups, but if it's an easy plat like Tekken 7, I might do it, of course. Now, Stellar Blade was meant to come out last year. Very disappointed it didn't, so hopefully it finally comes out this year. Now, Rise of the Ronin is looking really good, and I am playing Ghost of Tsushima and Nioh 2 at present, so I'm very excited for more samurai stuff. Suicide Squad, yeah, meant to come out last year, hasn't, comes out this month. We'll talk about that at the end. A series I've only just got into, so this one is going to be way in the future if I even get to it. I'm probably not too fussed on Prince of Persia, I haven't played it for years. Concord I know little bits about, but not too much. Now, Pacific Drive, a game, I think this was meant to come out last year as well and didn't. Silent Hill 2 terrified me as a child, so I'm going back in, get my own back. And Dragon's Dogma 2 looks pretty good as well. I feel like I don't know a lot about a lot of games. Again, Forever Skies, again, this has gone under the radar for me. And The Plucky Squire, this looks pretty cool actually. Yeah, quite like the look of that. Foam Stars, I do believe, is a day one release for Plus members, one of those arena type crazy games. The casting of Frank Stone as well, nice horror. Now this I am very excited for. I didn't get a chance to play this when I was younger, the only one in the series I missed, very hyped. Does anyone want any more of this? Yeah, when it first got announced, I was like, what? So yeah, it's all going so quick, let's react to them properly. Let's have a little look at the games one at a time then, because yeah, when doing that, when you're kind of having to try and react as the games are coming up, yeah, it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy. It doesn't give me a chance to say what I'd like to. So a bit like last year, this is where I use that time to maybe look at the games individually, talk about those I'm excited about. I'm going to be honest and tell you about the ones I know nothing about, as opposed to researching each individual game, which I absolutely could do. You know, I prefer to kind of guess and sort of, you know, have a little stab in the dark at what the games could be as well, and then watch it back later and see how wrong I probably was. But yeah, I'd love to put a load of detail into all the games, but yeah, let's go through them, shall we? Enough waffling. We do enough of that, don't we? So yeah, the first one then, which was actually on the trailer, we're obviously going to leave till the end. Hopefully you stay till then. The first game though, Helldivers 2, which seems to be, from what I understand, a third person, you know, action shooter. It's not something I know too much about, however it does look really good. Something that I would probably get involved with. I don't think it would be one of those where it would be a day one release. I don't think it's going to be anything like that, but certainly down the line it looks like something I would absolutely play. Tekken 8, so as saying within the reacting side of things, I actually enjoy the games. I'll be honest, I do enjoy the beat 'em ups. I'm just not that good at them, and I'm just not willing to put in, because they're not my favourite genre, I'm not really willing to put in the time to get good at them. So when I do play, it's often a lot of button bashing, you know, hoping for the best, that kind of thing, which is why Tekken 7's sort of on my wavelength, if you like. Easy platinum, it's quite fun. I like the characters. I've been playing Tekken since I was a kid as well. But yeah, I always keep saying I will try and get better at these games someday, one day, at some point. But today is not that day. Maybe in the future we will see. So Stellar Blade is the next one, a game I am very excited about. I am really looking forward to playing this game. As I alluded to in sort of the reaction there, it was teased on last year's video, expected to come out in 2023, which it unfortunately didn't. Hopefully there are no more delays, because it does look really cool. you know, female sword wielding protagonist. Yeah, right up my street. It looks super cool, fighting all these crazy monsters and everything else. It does look very much like a mishmash of Final Fantasy meets, you know, Bloodborne or something like that, Dark Souls ish. I'm probably way off, aren't I? But no, it looks super fun. Something I'm very excited about. In terms of day one purchases, this could be up there. It just depends exactly when it comes out and where it falls with other things that are happening in my life, because I've got a big year this year with going to Florida, so I'm keeping those day one purchases to a minimum, which is why I'm kind of glad this year isn't as jam-packed as last, because my wallet did not enjoy last year. So Rise of the Ronin looks really, really good. As I'd mentioned, so at the moment I am cleaning up Ghosts of Tsushima with my good friend Rob, and I'm also playing Neo 2 with two of my good pals, Paul and Gibbs. So kind of just playing that particular genre, the samurai. Yeah, I'm sort of right in the thick of it in terms of that genre, and it's sort of got me very, very. It looks great anyway, and it's something I would definitely have played, but I'm even more excited for it for those reasons. A day one purchase, I don't know. Again, it depends sort of where it comes out. Now, Suicide Squad, the Justice League. So as of recording this, it comes out very soon. Comes out in around 12 days or so. I did want to do this video a little sooner, as soon as the turn of the year happened, but busy, as you guys know. Yeah, I love superhero stuff. I prefer Marvel over DC, as you guys know. But yeah, I do like the DC stuff. I just don't know how I feel about it. I've seen bits of gameplay. It looks like there's a lot going on. The screen was very, very cluttered. The UI, there was just things everywhere. I don't know, it looked a bit messy. It'll probably be a bit of fun, but similar to the recent Gotham Knights, I will probably wait for this to either be very cheap or be, you know, PS Plus at some point, and play it with a couple of pals, which will probably be fun, you know, playing with your friends, definitely. I just don't get how they've dropped off so much from where the Arkham games were on older hardware to where they are now. Crazy, but yeah, I don't make video games, so I don't know. So yeah, like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, I've only recently got into these games, so I'm not going to touch on them too much. I've just sort of dabbled in the series really with Yakuza Zeros. It's part of a challenge that I will eventually do, I promise. But yeah, this is a game that I'm not going to play anytime soon. I'm going to go through them all, and we know how big and how long these games are, so even if I do continue with the series, I might get to this one in like the year 2040 or something like that, which but yeah, it does look really good, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a wait, I would think, on that one. Prince of Persia, loved it when I was a kid. Haven't played a Prince of Persia game for a long time. Not really that bothered about it at the moment. I'd probably play it at some point if it was cheap enough or on Plus, but I'm not in a rush to do that. Concord, don't know a great deal about it, so I won't touch on that on this particular video. Pacific Drive, now I don't know too much about it, but I did read something which suggests it's kind of like a roguelike in a car, and you're going through the storms, and you get so far, get upgrades, you return at the beginning, you'll then get further in your car, so on and so forth. Typical roguelike stuff, but very different, you know, being in a car in a weird, crazy storm. So yeah, it could be interesting. Probably not going to get it straight away, but looks pretty cool. Silent Hill 2, I am really excited about this, simply because I loved them when I was a kid. I do like horror games, they scare the hell out of me, but I will definitely play that at some point. Day one, not so sure, but yeah, I will definitely play it. Dragon's Dogma 2, again, don't know a lot about it, so I'm not going to touch on that too much in this video. Sorry again, guys, if there's games that haven't been mentioned in this video or I'm not talking about too much. Maybe you can let me know in the comments what you are looking forward to the most. The Plucky Squire, again, it looks quite cute. I don't know a great deal about it, but I do like those games with the funky colours and art styles. Looks quite cute, and yeah, probably something I'll have a look at some point. Foam Stars, day one release as far as I'm aware. One of those battle arena type crazy ones, which usually the lobbies die after about a week. So if you want to do it, probably get on that straight away. We've also got the Castle of Frank Stone, which, yeah, typical horror by the looks of things. I don't know a great deal about much, do I? Feel like that's all I say. I try not to look into it unless it's a game I'm really, really hyped for. I like to be surprised, so I tend not to look too far into things if I can help it. It's only the bigger titles where I'm forever watching trailers and researching them. So then Snake Eater, I didn't play this. This is the Metal Gear Solid game I missed growing up. And because of how much I love the franchise, I cannot wait to play. It's going to be absolutely epic. Certainly going to be up there in terms of Game of the Year. But yeah, it'll be in the conversation, won't it? Now, the trailer finished off with The Last of Us Part 2. I know they've added stuff in. I don't get it personally. You all know how I feel about the game. Everything's an 11 out of 10 bar the story. I didn't want any more of The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know how many other people did, but it's not something I'm going to look to get, I don't think. I still need to go in and do my grounded and permadeath run anyway on the normal Last of Us, so I've still got my little fix there. If I ever do it, it'll be way in the future. And then leading on to the last game, which will probably be my game of the year, and hopefully, because it isn't as stacked as this year, unless a few sleeper games come out as time goes by, I think Final Fantasy does have a really, really good chance. Taking bias out of it, I do think it's got a good chance of winning Game of the Year. Rebirth has already won most anticipated game, hasn't it? So everyone is clearly very excited. As long as it lives up to the hype and the expectation, I think it could clean out at the Game Awards. It's going to be unbelievable. I'm very, very excited. I know I talk about Final Fantasy a lot, so I won't go into it an awful lot here. Just know that I honestly cannot wait for the 29th of February. I'm just trying to clean up my list the best I can between now and then, so I've got no distractions. I do have a couple of weeks off work. Wasn't planned, I promise. I've just got holidays that I need to use before April kicks in and I lose them, so I've just taken them all when it was available, which is at the start of March for a couple of weeks. So yeah, rest assured I will be hammering Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But yeah, as you know, I'm very excited. I hope all of you guys are for what's going to be another unbelievable year in gaming. It is a really, really great time to be alive. It really is. Yeah, again, in the comments, please let me know what you're most looking forward to. Big shout out to my patrons and, of course, my channel members. If you're new here, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff as well. It really, really helps out the channel. And whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.